Hello and welcome back to the channel. The last episode of the Iron Man progress video, we worked on some combat tasks. I got a Fang from TOA and I went to Cox for the very first time. Well, sort of. I did do two solos, the first one being really bad, the second one being much better with almost an hour shaved off, and I do intend to do more in the future, but I'm going to probably focus more on team raids for Cox and solo for TOA. But for now, there is Deadman mode currently, and that means the wilderness is not as busy as it would normally be. So I'm going to take advantage of this and do some wildy slayer. There's some combat tasks in the wildy that I can do, and I would really love to get my hands on another dragon pickaxe for always one downs in the Akka puzzle room. Honestly, so many of the drops from the bosses in the singles wildy are really good for like secondary herb lore, prayer, all sorts of things, and so I would like to do that. And a Voidwaker, come on now, that'd be so cool. So wildy is where I'm going to do a little bit of slayer for now, and let's see what our first task is going to be. Crystallia, hill giants. Okay, I'm going to have to figure out my weighting system. I am going to do some blocks here. I'm probably going to fix this up. Sukwas will come off. Fire Giants will stay on. Hellhounds maybe will stay on. I think they're heavily weighted. They do drop a lot of hard clues. It's a 1 in 32 in the wilderness with the ring on. I don't know if I need to block Hill Giants. Well, I'll figure out the block test and I'll come back when I get something fun. Well, it's going to hurt in the beginning because I just unblocked a couple of the things I have to reblock. Greater Demons. I don't have to reblock it, but it is a very high weighting of 8, and that's just deep in the Wildy Slayer cave. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it for a little while just to get up some like extra ring scrolls, etc. And I need some more teleport block. Okay, I'll do a little bit of it. But for now, Hill Giants, it's a low weighting. I'm just going to go ahead and cancel it and see what else we get. Oh, hang on. There we go. Rogues. That's gonna be a no from me. That is a medium weighting. Let's go ahead and cancel that. And come on now, Hill Giants again. Again, it's a low. Genuinely, it's a low weighting. I don't understand how I would get this nearly back to back. All right, Black Demons. That's going to be a block, actually, because those are in a really bad spot in the Wildy Slayer Cave. It's a very high weighting, and I cannot do those. Block them. Okay. Scorpions. Okay, that's Scorpia. Let's go ahead and take care of that. I have a pretty low-risk setup, and yep, you get a lot of kills per trip, so that should be pretty quick. If I do get smited for some reason, all I'll do is lose an occult necklace, which I have a couple spares of, so it's not really a big deal. Plus, I have plenty of prayer pots. I shouldn't get smited. I'll just let myself die if needed. It is in multi, so it's possible to get smited no matter what I try. But honestly, I don't think that's going to happen. Famous fast words. Even though, like I said, even if I do, it's not a big deal. And then the task that I'm going to go for right now is going to be Guardians No More, and then everything else is pretty much just KC. Without taking damage from her is very easy. So 25 KC is all I need, and there we can go. Those are all really easy. So let's go hope for a drop. Oh, come on, pet. This should be 2 tasks at the same time. I can't reach that, and Guardians No More. Also, I can tag these Guardians, which will make it easier for the future. I just out DPS'd her. Nice and easy. There's Scorpia Adept. Scorpia Veteran for 25 KC. This is nice. Coming back to Wildy Slayer, doing Anku tasks, getting these dark fishing bait, because fishing for dark crabs is really nice. And this is super easy. That did not take very long for my first Revenant task. I think I'm going to go with Crossbow and try to make it so I can use my salve and protect it. But let's see if I can get a setup that works. I'm not going to do the night save spot just because I feel like PKers hit that spot a lot. I'll just sit at like Pyre Fiends or something. I don't know. We'll see. This is the setup that I'm taking into the Rev Caves. I might need more Entangles. Maybe. I don't know. But this right here, we can look. I keep the salve and I drop everything else. It's not that big of a deal, especially because Revs kind of shit out GP. And I have lots of brews and stuff, so let's hope for a drop. Crossbow or chain mace, obviously winners, but I'll take any collection logs at the moment because the last time I went to Revs, the only time I went to Revs was back at the beginning of this account when I needed a rune Warhammer. It says I have 375 kills. Maybe I killed them again at some point. I do not have any memory of that. But obviously I haven't gotten anything but the Rev Cave teleports and more ethers, so I definitely haven't gone back since the drop rate changes, and we are going to skull up. I've got 120 Dragonstone bolts. Hopefully that lasts the hour, or we'll just leave. I don't know. I do want to bank frequently because I am running out of Rev Cave teleports, and I like most of the drops they give. Guys, I should be using my range cape instead of this. Oh well, next time. Forgot to bring range pots. Oh well. I'll just go back. Oh, jeez. One of my first drops, Rune Warhammer. Not that it matters now, I just think that's funny. Revenant task, I know I'm not skulled. I had like 3 KC left, so I just stayed here, but nothing big, but we got obviously lots of GP and lots of different teleports and things. Back to the cave, which is good for Slayer steps. And we'll get more tasks. We'll get lucky, probably. Hey, a whip. Nice. Let's see if I can get out of here alive. Oh, there's a greater. Okay, let's hope nobody frickin' PKs me. Or comes in and I lose my superior. Here we go. First real boss task, because I don't really count Scorpia as a boss. That is Artio. Well, or Callisto, but ain't no way I'm doing Callisto. So Artio, that's my first bit of him, and yeah, let's see if we can find a world. See, sometimes you just gotta crash the RTO bots, because they are everywhere. Hey, Dragon Pickaxe, let's go. Okay, first kill of the trip. I guess I'm leaving? There's my first one. That was at 67 KC. Nice. Task completed. We got ourselves that Dragon Pickaxe, so I am happy. Let's go see what our next task will be. Also, that is like super popular boss. Just crash a bot, you'll get it. Just wait for the boss to respawn, hope you get PID, and then yeah, spam click and there you go, free world. Well, I know you didn't see the start of this, but there is an entire Revenant task completed. 193 Revenants, nothing to show for it. In fact, I died once. That kind of sucks. Decided to do some thieving, and 102 thieving. Did not get a teleport seed. Very sad. Holy stack task. 279 Abyssal Demons, and I got so many Laren's keys. Let's see, we have 3 on us here. I got 5 one trip and 3 another. Wow. We got 11 Laren's keys that trip. We got the Trover parchments. That was a juicy, juicy task. Can't really show the total KC because it includes all the Abyssal Demons I've done, but that was actually kind of crazy. And I got smart and started using alts to scout in the wildy caves because I did die once to Greater Demons. Well, not to Greater Demons, but at Greater Demons, and yeah, I don't want to do that again, because I lost like maybe 2 mil worth of loot at that point, including 2 Trover parchments. But we have an elite and a hard. Very nice task. Another boss task. Looks like this time I'm doing Spindle. Let's go for 50. There's Venenatus Adept, because I guess it counts to do Spindle. And there is Venenatus Veteran for, I guess, 20 combined KC. Final kill coming in. There's 50 Spindle, over and done. And looks like we didn't really get anything, but that's okay. Actually, I got a lot of extra restores, so that's cool. Whoa, neat. 2 Laren's keys in the same barrage. That's sick. Whoa, two freaking choke devils at the same time. Holy cow, I've done, what is it, 20 tasks since my last Revenants? Let's hope we get something on this one. Oh, my first clue log. Ancient statuette, 2 mil. Nice. I guess that ends this trip. Hey, another whip. Nice. Oh, wow. Another whip, like 2 seconds later. Not this task is needed, but 75 skeletons. Off to Vedion. There's Vedion Adept. There's the Veteran. That is, I think, 20 to combine KC, and also a Laren's Key. How nice. Well, it's a low number, but we finally got another Revenant task. Come on, this should put me over the drop rate for anything. Honestly, I'm probably going to get the Scepter first, which would be fine, because I'm doing a lot of, like, bursting tasks, and that would be very nice. Oh my god! Oh boy! Yo! No way, dude! No way I just got a freaking crossbow! Well, I was hoping for, you know, chain mace or something. Honestly, I didn't care. The fact that I got a crossbow first? Holy shit. Okay. Now, 2 kills left on task. Let's go kill 2 dragons, see how that goes. Oh my gosh. Well, I got that almost exactly on rate for any unique. Do I take it to dragons and like risk just getting interrupted all the time, or do I go to orcs? I guess I'll go to dragons because they have such a higher drop rate, like almost half the drop rate or double the drop rate of the extra weapons. Oh, man, I don't even know what to do. I'm going to try dragons. If I get interrupted too much, maybe I'll just go to like dark beasts or something because it's a little bit out of the way. I just cannot believe. I was definitely expecting avarice or this first. I want to use my crossbow, but here's 103 magic instead. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Hey, this isn't wildy content, and you're right, it's not wildy content. I have gotten so tired of being interrupted at wildy bosses that I really wanted to have a scout on a 2200 world, and my old account is actually kind of close to 2200, so in the meantime, I'm going to do a low intensity thing that I want to get done. I have a ton of alks with me, and I'm going to be working on this Brimhaven Agility Arena collection log, which is about 1,000-ish tickets. And at most, you can get 66 tickets an hour, so it's going to take a little while. But in the meantime, I'm working on 99 smithing. I've liquidated my bank, bought all of the, or am buying all of the addy bars I need to get 99 smithing, which will put me at 21.99. Then I could maybe do herbivore or fletching or some other easy activity to get to 2200. That way I have a scout in the 2200 worlds. Yes, the PKers in 2200 worlds are way more stacked out and they're probably going to kill you, but the point is I don't like getting interrupted because even a ragger could pretty easily kill you if they're just on point with their entangles. If they come in, teleblock you, it's kind of hard to escape because I'm geared for killing the boss. I'm not geared for anti-PKing because I don't really have anything for anti-PKing other than maybe a DDS, so that just doesn't work. I know, I'm kind of bitching and moaning about it. It's really not that big of a deal. It's a minor inconvenience, but there's also a rune crafting event coming up where I'm going to be competing for first place, which is a pretty big pot. So let's get to it, get all these alks done, and I'll come back either when I have all my alks completed or when we have all the tickets that we need. Well, these are the last 2 alks, and I am all done with all of my alks. And we have about 500 more tickets to go. 534 to go. So should be a lot easier now that I'm not constantly clicking. A little bit more chill at least. And that's fine. I've still got a lot of addy to go through. This right here will be my final obstacle before I get all the tickets that I need to buy everything I need from the shop. 1,050. Oh, I didn't even get an extra one. I first need to go off and get another set of the graceful outfit, and then we can buy all the things. With all the necessary things in order, let's go ahead and buy. I'm going to start with the Pirate's Hook, buy for 800 tickets, and then buy full graceful. There it is. Spam in the chat, 820 total collection logs, Pirate's Hook, and full blue graceful, which I really like this. It goes really well with the red cape. Honestly, it goes really well with the smokestaff and everything. But you know, this pirate hook doesn't go just by itself. You can actually attach it with a different item. If we go down to miscellaneous, there's some crab parts that we need to get. Let's go get 2 more collection logs. 1 kill in and we get ourselves a fresh crab shell. I don't know if it's only the big guys that drop the collection log, but okay. Well, maybe it is because there's the claw. Now, do we get to turn this into a crab claw? Perfect. And then this is a helmet. Okay, maybe crafting level comes into play. Okay, let's go combine this with the pirate hook to get the best glove fashionscape. Sadly, it doesn't look like I can store this crab helmet anywhere, so I guess I'm just going to drop it. That's a shame. Wait, let's put it on first. Let's give it at least the respect that it deserves. Okay, Patchy. Give us the look. Hook and claw, crab claw hook. Best fashionscape ever. It looks so silly with this getup. Like with a defender. I'm holding... Well, let's just not think about it. Did I just buy 1,000,000 feathers? I did. Did I need 1,000,000 feathers? This will be my home for the next 7 days. There's a rune crafting event for 7 days, and we are trying to get number 1. So, 246,000 Dayald essence, enough headless arrows and also broad arrowheads to get us to 1,000,000 broad arrows. If I use all these, I'd be surprised, because when I'm working, I will be doing soul runes for the pet chance. The first level coming in is going to be 100 fletching. Next up, 100 rune crafting. Another level coming in with 101 fletching. Here are the last few of the broad arrowheads to make 1,000,000 total broad arrows, which is such a clean number. Already, we got another rune crafting level, 101. Oh, you love to see 2 bird egg nests in one single birdhouse. Whoa, 20 million magic experience. I was like 150k away before I started this. Damn, it's a lot. Well, there is the last of all my fletching supplies. Honestly, I could go buy more broad arrows. I just don't want to, though. Well, it turns out that crafting is actually not too bad here, although I am sacrificing nearly 30,000 rune crafting experience per hour. There's level 100. I am actually going to stop after this because I just wanted level 100. That's really all it was. So in the future, when I come back to ZMI using Pure Essence or Dayalt or whatever I'm using, I'll probably do crafting, honestly, because it's like one of the few places you can really get truly good crafting experience in. Right here, I will be getting 1 more rune crafting level. Right, 102 rune crafting. Blink and you miss it. Last one. Most likely, I mean, I have 77,000 essence left, and I've used about 150,000 to get from 99 to 102. It's possible I can get the level. I just don't think it's likely. So real quick, this tile that I'm clicking on allows me to path to the east side of the banker, which actually saves 1 tick when running this full cycle here. So 1 tick it adds up. As you can see from my experience left, I am 0.4% off from getting 103 rune crafting, and I just used the last of my Dayald essence. So I am going to swap this over. I'm going to finish off the level here, and then I'm going to move over to Wrath runes for the rest of the event, which is probably a couple more hours at least. I was going to hope to get 20 million total runecrafting experience, but that is not going to happen this event. But this should put me at top 1k Ironman for runecrafting, which is actually pretty nice. Also, I should mention the Dayald Essence, I'm probably going to remove it from my bank. The Scar Essence mine passed, and in the Scar Essence mine poll, they did say that you would be able to get Pure Essence at about 10k per hour. Now, Pure Essence is slower than Dayald Essence, but 10k per hour is a lot of Essence per hour compared to what you can get with Dayald. Dayald Essence is only 50% better than Pure Essence, so you would need 7,500 Dayald Essence per hour to compete with the 10k Pure Essence per hour. And because of that, there is kind of no point to do Dayald Essence because it's just not good AFK. I mean, it's kind of good AFK. You get a good 1 minute-ish to AFK, and it's pretty consistent. But at the same time, if all I'm getting is runecrafting experience and like piddly mining, I might as well do woodcutting, go for 200 mil, or mining at amethyst and get unlimited amethyst darts or amethyst arrows. There's so many things I could do, not Dayald Essence. It's going to be kind of sad to lose that bank space, but yeah. Plus, if I do a lot of Cox and other endgame stuff, I'm going to get a lot of Pure Essence that way, probably into the millions once I start really getting into the Cox grind, or maybe if I go to Zulrah, if I ever get a T-bow, or just decide to go to Zulrah again with Bova. I'm going to get a lot of Pure Essence, and if I ever want to do a really long runecrafting grind like this again, I can just do it with Pure Essence. I won't be getting 6 million experience in a 7-day period, but, you know, I like the runes more than the experience, although the experience is obviously nice. Anyway, I've been yammering on enough. Let's get this level. Let's get over to Wrath runes. I want to try to get a white stack of every rune, and at this point, I think, like, Body runes, Cosmic runes, and Wrath runes are the only main runes left before I get a white stack of everything. And that's kind of exciting. Here we go. First craft here should get us the level. Let me zoom in just for a nice picture. 103 rune crafting. 99 to 103 rune crafting at ZMI. And it's finally time to call it quits here and move on to doing Wrath runes. Honestly, I've been muscle memoried into ZMI for the past 50 hours, so it might take me a minute to get used to going over to Wrath runes, but I'm gonna reset the experience per hour and we'll go do some Wrath runes, and let's see how many we can craft by the end of this event. Well, with this inventory, we just passed 6 million experience gained in this event on the tracker. I actually got a little bit more experience because I did some Zaya Bloods on mobile, but 6 million experience. How many Wrath runes do we have currently? We're up over 50k. I'm going to call it here because the event's almost over. I'll log. This will get me like, what, 6.3 million or 6.2, almost exactly. That'll be the end of the event. I am far and away first, but that's okay. I really, actually, at about halfway through the event, I decided I was going to try to push for 20 million. But 20 million is almost 500,000 experience away, and that is a long friggin' time. So we're just going to stop here. I'm actually going to log out and look myself up on the high scores. I believe this amount of experience puts us in the top 1k of runecrafting for Iron Man. So let's go find out. Okay, so we've gone ahead and relogged. Let's pull it up. And there it is. 787. Wow, actually, I got a lot more ranks than I thought I did. That is pretty cool. Okay, well, there's been a lot of time put in this episode. High intensity stuff, all the wilderness activities. Agility Arena wasn't high intensity, but it was a lot of time. And then just literally 60 hours of ZMI. Well, then of course there was some Wrath runes at the end there too. That is a lot. That is a lot. So we're going to finish it out one more time, getting the quest cape back. I finished the last episode doing DT2, and we got the achievement diary trim and the quest cape back and the music cape. And then, like, during this video, they released the Eyes of, or the Path of Gluffery, and now I got to get it back again. So let's go do that and then cap off the video. Really quick before I run off to the quest, I wanted to give a shout out to everybody else competing. Honestly, it was kind of unfair I had stacked up all those Dale Essence and was already 99 and running ZMI the whole time or most of the time. And then these guys were doing, I think, Guardians of the Rift for the most part. So that is a lot of experience at Guardians of the Rift, which actually kind of brings me to my next point of I'll get 20 million experience when I go for the Guardians of the Rift log. So I'm not too worried about it. And the other thing is I was kind of hoping for the pet because that's one of those things where as I eke closer to 1000 and kind of put that fire under my butt for going for the Inferno cape, I really want those like activities that I would be AFKing as I fail attempts at the Inferno, that I don't accidentally get 1000 log on a pet. And those two pets are skilling pets. The beaver and the Rift Guardian are two pets I can see myself accidentally getting as I try to finish up the Inferno cape. So I really hope I can get both of these before then. Rift Guardian is going to be that one that's going to really require effort because it's really rare. I mean, maybe I could sit at Bloods, but I also have a lot of Bloods now. I'm up to almost 200,000 Bloods after that grind. 159,000 deaths. We have a white stack of almost everything. Body runes is one of those things. Maybe I'll just buy body runes and just get it over a white stack just to say I did. And then let's see what else. Cosmic runes I could probably get from Sepulcher. It's very slow coming from ZMI. Probably because I'm also using a lot of them during the grind, but they're also not as common. And then the combo runes I'll probably get at Guardians of the Rift. Dust runes will just come naturally through Slayer. Probably also smoke runes. Maybe mist runes. I can't remember what drops these. But obviously I have a lot of them. Same with mud runes. I think these come from the spiritual mages in Nex area. These 3 runes. I don't know. Oh, Mist rune would probably be for Kraken. And then the steam runes is something I would have to manually do. They don't really get dropped very, very often from most of the mobs I'm killing. They drop from Whisperer pretty frequently, but I don't see myself grinding out Whisperer until I get a Shadow. Because there's nothing that I get as an upgrade from the Whisperer, since the Bellator ring is just kind of niche, very niche actually, at Duke pretty much only, and even then it's a marginal upgrade over like a Brimstone ring. Also, I just noticed 2 bill bank. I don't even put everything away. Let's put everything. Okay, that barely changes it, but still 2 billion. Holy cow. Well, it was a pretty short quest. There's the end. We now get our quest cape back, our music cape, and of course the achievement cape being trimmed yet again. What are these? Thieving, magic. Oh, they're in lamps. I guess so you can destroy them if you don't want strength experience. That's cool, I guess. Well, I don't think I'm going to take the time to grind out the scepter anytime soon. Maybe at some point when I'm going for just random collection logs. Since it is not an upgrade, it is a mid-game scepter in between the Ivan staff and the trident, and we obviously have the trident. So we did a lot of wildy slayer this video. We ended up getting that crossbow and just one other collection log, which was one of the totems. Honestly, it doesn't matter. The crossbow is so nice. I know I kind of wasn't as happy with the crossbow as I could have been. I'm a little bit worried because I would have rather had the mace first, because I can very easily safe with the mace at Revenants, where it's my only item that I could possibly be smited for. But like right now, if I want to kill Revs efficiently, I have to risk the salve amulet every single time, which is kind of annoying. Hopefully I don't get killed too many times doing Revs, but we'll see. I'm going to continue trying to get 2,200 total on the main account so I can scout every world, and then we'll go back to the Slayer grind. But there is actually one other thing that I want to work on. Maybe not in the meantime, maybe in the meantime. It kind of depends on how I'm feeling. But there is elite combat achievements. I am 183 points away, and if I take a look at just kind of the bosses that I know I can do and get points from pretty easily without having to even break out of my comfort zone, really, I kind of put down a list of all the points remaining to be able to get to this 183. And Phantom Musfa is 50 points all in itself, just with things that I'm pretty confident I can do. Next, I can do in the Mass Worlds. Seracnus is just KC. Temperos is pretty easy. Volcano, I've just never done it, so it's all the points from Volcano, which are all easy. And a couple other things in here, as you can see. Now, I know I can do all those things, and I might be able to do plenty of other things, so this is just one of the goals that I'm going to be working towards. Now, Cox is on there at 12 points. Those are just what is kind of easy and isn't KC related, but I really want to commit myself to be able to learn solo Cox. I feel like I'm almost able to understand it. I just need to put in the time to do it. So at some point in the next video, I'm going to go back to Cox, and I plan on also going back to doing Wilderness Slayer. I would like to get some other wilderness things. Having a Voidwaker would be sick. Plus, all the bosses drop really nice supplies for secondaries and herblore and whatnot. I'm really happy with the progress in this video. We did manage to break a 1000 top skill, which is really cool with rune crafting. I'll get the 20 mil at some point when I go for Guardians of the Rift, or maybe I'll just make some more runes at some point. I don't know. Maybe there'll be another event. I'll put the character summary from the last video up on the left. I do so hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, have a good one.